What's good? It's your boy Jay. That's me. Let's discuss Monday Night Raw from February the 26th, 2024. A pretty okay show for the most part. We are 5 weeks away from WrestleMania, so Triple H has to keep his foot on the gas. He needs to have the entire Night 1 and Night 2 WrestleMania cards finalized and figured out within the next 2 weeks. And all these shows going forward need to be strong. They have to be strong shows. We should have strong Raws and SmackDown for 5 straight weeks. You can't hold any punches. You got to bring 5 strong Raws and 5 strong SmackDowns. So we kicked the show off with we kicked the show off with Dirty Dom. He comes out, gets on the mic. The crowd boos the shit out of him like they always do. So Dom then welcomes the greatest women's world champion of all time, Rhea Ripley. So Rhea comes out. She gets a really good reaction. She welcomes us to Monday Night Mommy. So, she said she walked into her home country as the women's world champion and out as the women's world champion. Nia Jax may have been the biggest threat to her title, but it doesn't matter how big you are. Just because she's from down under doesn't take away from the fact that Mommy's always on top. She's Rhea Bloody Ripley. So Becky Lynch comes out to a pretty decent pop. So Becky does her usual "the man has come around" shtick, and this time they're in San Jose, California. And then she says the man has come around to fight you at WrestleMania. So Becky Lynch points at Rhea Ripley. Becky Lynch says that she's out here to congratulate Rhea Ripley. Rhea had a great night on Saturday. Actually, they both did. Becky won the Elimination Chamber, and Rhea successfully defended her title against Nia Jax in her home country in a stadium filled with 52K people in the main event. Rhea's friends and family were in the front row to see her victory. It was even better because now they won't have to fly to WrestleMania to watch Rhea lose. So then the crowd begins to boo. And then Dom says, "Never talks to Mommy that way." The crowd boos Dom. Becky then says, "Shut your mouth, you dirty kumquat. If Mommy won't put you in her place, then the man will." So Becky continues to put over Rhea, says that she's been the face of this company over the last year, but she spent the majority of the time being fed grapes by that loser, Dominic Mysterio. Becky has been the heart and soul of the company, become a Grand Slam champion, and has a best-selling book. The man can do it all, including beat Rhea Bloody Ripley. So Rhea then retorts by saying, if Becky's done, Becky nods. So Rhea warns her not to disrespect her Latino heat ever again. Rhea congratulates Becky on winning the Elimination Chamber. It's about time she stopped disappointing Rhea to get a little close to her. The man always thinks they're the backbone of everything. The funny thing is, behind every great man, there is an even greater woman. Rhea isn't behind Becky Lynch because Mommy's always on top. And then out of nowhere, as Rhea drops the mic and her and Dom are about to go backstage, Nia Jax attacks Becky Lynch, and she hits her with 2 running leg drops and an elbow drop, and then she attempts to go for the Annihilator, but WWE officials and Adam Pearce run down to stop her. And Adam Pearce says that he's going to fine her, and then Nia Jax angrily walks off. So this is fine. I like this. this is pretty good. But then again, the Becky and Nia feud should have ended a while ago. Nia shouldn't even be going after Becky Lynch at all. I don't understand why Triple H decided to go with that. It doesn't make sense for the story. And I get they're going to have the match next week, but Nia's not even a factor in this anymore. She's not. She's not even a factor at all. There are going to be a lot of people that are not going to be on WrestleMania this year. It's just not. And then, like I said before, I think that both nights for WrestleMania should consist of 6 matches. And if you're not on those 6 matches, I'm sorry. Because there are going to be a lot of people out in the cold come WrestleMania. And Nia is probably going to be one of them. I mean, it makes sense. What do you do with Nia going forward? I have no idea. If Triple H can't have anything for her on the main roster, I hate to say it, but he could send her back down to NXT for a while, for a few months. Moving on. So, The Rock will be on SmackDown this Friday. That's going to be great. In the main event, Cody Rhodes is going to be taking on Grayson Waller. I still don't understand why Cody is wrestling. I don't get it. Moving on. So, my bad. Jackie Redmond asked why Nia Jax attacked Becky Lynch. Nia Jax is furious. Nia Jax says that Becky should not be going to WrestleMania. Nia Jax beat her clean. With WrestleMania still weeks away, she has a match against Liv Morgan. Nia Jax says whatever happened to Becky Lynch tonight is coming 10 times to Liv Morgan, and Nia Jax storms off. Okay. Who cares, though? Next, this leads us into our first match of the night, Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Oh, great. We're still reliving the NXT Black and Gold days. Yawn. So, Sami Zayn gets the win. This was a long back-and-forth match. Pretty good match. Pretty good spots here. So, Sami Zayn defeats Shinsuke Nakamura with not one, but 2 haluva kicks. The first one was to the back of the head, and then Nakamura turned around and he ate a second one for his troubles. So that's fine. Again, what do you do with Nakamura going forward? Nobody knows. But this is fine. Fine match, but enough is enough. If Triple H doesn't have any plans for Nakamura, you could send him to NXT. Moving on. So, CM Punk is going to be in WWE 2K24. It comes out on March 5th, and it's going to be available worldwide on March 8th. Cool. That's great. I figured CM Punk was going to be on there anyway. Moving on. So, Chelsea Green, she gets on the mic. She says she wants it to be known that tonight, after issuing a formal complaint to WWE management, she'll be competing in protest. Last week, she would have won the Last Chance Battle Royal and would have gone on to become the number one, the most illustrious winner in the Elimination Chamber history. That's only if Adam Pearce didn't add stupid Raquel Rodriguez. People wanted Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green is a star. Raquel Rodriguez flew all the way to Perth to be a dumb loser like the San Jose Sharks. So the crowd, they boo that. And then Chelsea Green, she responds by saying she'll prove Raquel Rodriguez is a big loser by kicking her ass. So then out comes Raquel Rodriguez. So Raquel Rodriguez defeats Chelsea Green in a quick fashion with the Chahana Bomb. So that's fine. What do you do with Raquel Rodriguez going forward? Nobody knows. I don't know. I really don't. Again, I've pitched an idea where you could put her and Liv Morgan back together and have them go after the Kabuki Warriors. I think that would be fun. I know everybody wouldn't approve of that, but it doesn't really matter. Moving on. So, Jackie Redmond is backstage with Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn said this win was huge for him. A loss would have been devastating. He will be a champion. He doesn't know how he's getting to WrestleMania, but he knows the path will find him. And then Jackie Redmond walks off, and then in come Imperium, Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser. They walk up to Zayn, and then they sneer him off, and then they walk off. And then Gunther, he shows up, and he stares at Sami Zayn, and then he bounces out. Moving on. So, Kathy Kelly's backstage with Cody Rhodes. She asks him about challenging The Rock to a match. She mentions that the people are questioning the strategy as he heads into WrestleMania 40 to face Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Cody Rhodes says that it's not a strategy. The Rock stabbed him in the face, so he'll face him anytime, anywhere. He awaits his rebuttal on Friday. She asks about facing Grayson Waller tonight. Cody Rhodes said he's been impressed by Grayson Waller. Waller should love him, but on the Grayson Waller show, or effect, Cody Rhodes brought back Jey Uso, and on Saturday at Perth, gave him an exclusive with laying down the challenge to challenge The Rock. Now he'll have him in the main event of Raw. And again, I don't fucking understand, why does Triple H insist on booking Cody Rhodes in matches? You are 5 weeks away from WrestleMania. Cody does not need to be wrestling at all. Does not. Under any circumstances. Does not. The next 5 weeks should consist of nothing but promo from Cody, Roman, Rock, and Seth Rollins. That's all the next 5 weeks should consist of. I mean, like, come on. Think. Moving on. So Gunther comes out. He along with the rest of Imperium. So Gunther gets on the mic and says that Jey Uso almost had him beat. He actually felt the title slipping away from him. Gunther says he got lucky. No one is perfect, but he's very close. Before Kaiser and Vinci outclassed the New Day in a street fight, he wants to address the future. They need to understand that he's been working hard for 600 plus days, putting his heart, soul, and body into making this title the most prestigious in this company. Gunther has beaten everyone to achieve this. That leaves him with one question: who will be his opponent at WrestleMania? So Gunther begins to name people like Sami Zayn, Chad Gable, The Miz, and even R-Truth. And out comes the Judgment Day. Oh my God, no. What the fuck? So they come out. So Damian Priest gets on the mic and says they don't sweat Big Bad Gunther. Imperium has had a dominant run. Second only to the Judgment Day. Damian Priest hopes that they're watching this weekend. They ran the table at the Elimination Chamber, and they plan on doing the same at WrestleMania, except they plan on adding more gold. Damian Priest asks Gunther if he understands him. That championship includes the Intercontinental Championship. Gunther says since Damian Priest isn't cashing in the briefcase on him right now, who's it going to be? Finn Balor, the one with the big head, a.k.a. JD McDonough. That was funny. That popped me right there. And then Dominic Mysterio steps up. The crowd boos him. Gunther laughs. Dom holds the mic up and sneers at the crowd. Then Dom says, when the Judgment say they're going to do something, they're going to do it. They mean it. That means the Intercontinental Championship belongs to them. Then Gunther shoves Dom, which that infuriates Damian Priest. And then the Judgment Day, they hold back Damian Priest. And then Damian Priest shouts that Gunther doesn't stand a chance if they come after the title. And that's how we end the segment. This is fine, I guess. But again, I think what this is going to lead to is like a multi-person match. And I hate that. I really, really do. It's probably going to be Gunther, Chad Gable, The Miz, Dom, and Damian Priest. Probably like a fatal 5-way match or something like that. I hate that. I hate multi-person matches. I just do. That fucking sucks. But it is what it is, I guess. Moving on. So, the Judgment Day, they're walking backstage when they come across Rhea Ripley. She asked Dirty Dom about challenging Gunther. Dom says that, they've got this. Rhea says she hopes so and walks out. Finn Balor tells him to go smooth that over. Dominic Mysterio walks off and bumps into Andrade. So, Mysterio says, Dom says it's good to see him, but he's got to smooth things over. Andrade said he's going to be meeting with Adam Pearce to discuss his first opponent. And then Dominic Mysterio wishes him luck. So I do like this. So hopefully, maybe Andrade might be added to that, and it could be like a six-person challenge or a six-pack challenge. I don't know. I don't like multi-person matches. I really don't. But Gunther has beaten everybody except for Dom. Well, except for Damian Priest and Andrade. So maybe you do Andrade and Damian Priest. The winner of that faces Gunther. I don't know. Or you could just do like a multi-man match. The winner faces Gunther. You could do that like literally next week. Moving on. So, the New Day, they defeated Imperium in a tag team street fight. Pretty good little match. If you've seen one street fight. No, my bad. Imperium, they defeated the New Day. So they defeated the New Day. This was a good, heartfelt match. The finish came when Giovanni Vinci hit Xavier Woods with a frying pan. And then this allowed for Kaiser to throw Xavier Woods into the steel chair. And then he rolled up Xavier Woods. So this is fine. This is great. I enjoyed that. Moving on. So, Adam Pearce is on the phone with Big Bronson Reed and congratulates him on the birth of his child. Chad Gable walks in and says that he knows everyone will be coming to Pearce to get a shot at Gunther. Chad Gable had him very close to defeat, but Gunther came out on top. Gunther made his daughter cry and called Gable a terrible father. This is more than just a championship, it's war. Okay, that's fine there. That's fine. Moving on. So, Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark, they cut a promo earlier on in the day saying that they were sick over Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell getting a title shot in the Elimination Chamber. Why? Because Indy's from Australia. They've been dominating. Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell will be tapping out tonight. So, Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark, they defeat Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell via the Kota Fuda clutch. Who gives a shit? Fuck this shit. This is all lame. I don't care about it at all. I don't. So, moving on. So, R-Truth is sitting in the Judgment Day's clubhouse, looking at an old t-shirt with his name taped on it. The Miz and DIY, they walk in. R-Truth is excited to see them and thinks Johnny Gargano, Shawn Michaels, and Tommaso Ciampa, Triple H. R-Truth says that Judgment Day left for the night. They want to cheer up R-Truth. They want to cheer R-Truth up. R-Truth says they're trying to regenerate him. R-Truth thinks that it's Regeneration X. Miz tries to correct them for saying they can be Regeneration X because that's awesome. And then R-Truth takes his old TV back and DIY and the Miz, they walk out. I'm almost like, what the hell is this shit? No. Let's not do this. Let's just not do this. Moving on. So Drew McIntyre, he comes out. Drew McIntyre says that we did it. He takes a moment to thank the crowd. Drew said that he thanks the crowd for praying harder than they ever have. because of them this happened. It's going to be Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. McIntyre feels like hell. He's jet lagged. He was the first man in the Elimination Chamber and received a busted eardrum. The doctor told him that he was hurt and might not make it to WrestleMania. So then McIntyre asked the doctor if he thought he was talking to CM Punk. Nothing would stop him from making it to WrestleMania. So then Drew McIntyre, he sits in Indian style, and McIntyre knows that it hurts CM Punk not to be at the Elimination Chamber and the WrestleMania. It must kill him to see Drew McIntyre getting the title shot at WrestleMania. Drew McIntyre knows that CM Punk is straight edge, so he drank enough for the two of them in celebration. And then McIntyre calls out Seth Rollins. I love me some heel Drew McIntyre. He kicks ass. He does. He kicks major ass. So Rollins comes out. He's wearing this like bizarre, like weird burgundy color suit. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing, dog? Seth Rollins is just weird. He's eccentric. He really is. So Rollins congratulates the win for Drew McIntyre. Rollins says that he's proud of him. He clawed his way back to a title match for the second time. Drew McIntyre has a second opportunity to recapture what he did in 2020, win the World Championship. This time it won't be in an empty warehouse. It'll be in front of a capacity crowd at the biggest WrestleMania of all time. There's only one thing that stands in McIntyre's way, and that is Seth Rollins. McIntyre says that Rollins is standing in his way. It's no easy job to beat Rollins. Beating McIntyre is no easy job. So why is Seth Rollins making it so hard? And then McIntyre asks him why is he getting involved with The Rock and Roman? Why is he going to SmackDown to fight other battles? Drew said SmackDown could be on fire. He wouldn't pee on them to put the fire out. He says that his responsibility will be to Raw and the World Heavyweight Championship only. McIntyre warned Seth Rollins not to go down that path with the Bloodline at WrestleMania. They'll have a hell of a match, and that will be tainted by the Bloodline. McIntyre begs Rollins to back off on the Bloodline stuff. So then Seth Rollins says that he respects everything that Drew McIntyre just said. He's already thought about the things that Drew McIntyre said. He's envisioned all the negative outcomes. He said McIntyre might be right. Rollins' knee may not be ready. His back might give out. The Bloodline might leave him broken, laying in their wake. WrestleMania might be an easy night for Drew McIntyre. McIntyre might be right, but what if he's wrong? Some risks are worth taking. He's been selfish in his career and in life. Rollins thought the goal at the end of the road would fill a void, but every time he got to that point, he felt empty inside. It wasn't until he had his daughter that he realized that it's not about him. Some things in life are bigger than all of them. The World Heavyweight Championship is bigger than them. Taking down the Bloodline is bigger than them. They don't care. If they don't take care of the Bloodline before WrestleMania, what happens? It doesn't matter who's champion. Whether it's him or Drew McIntyre, the Bloodline wants all the power. It's only a matter of time before they come for the World Heavyweight Championship. What if his knee and back are fine? What if they rip the Bloodline apart once and for all and secure the future of this industry? They can do all that. If they can do all that, then at WrestleMania it's just Rollins and McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins told McIntyre before Crown Jewel, and he'll say it again, may the best man win. And then he says some risks are worth taking, and then Rollins walks off. So this is a pretty good little segment. But again, we've seen this before. We've seen this time and time again. I'm a fan of Drew McIntyre. I love heel Drew McIntyre. Heel Drew McIntyre kicks ass. But we've been down this road before. All right? We've sung this song too many times before. McIntyre needs to win. He should have won a while back. But it is what it is. But Seth Rollins made a really good, strong, compelling argument. So, there's that. Moving on. So, Liv Morgan versus Nia Jax. So, Becky Lynch gets involved and she beats down Nia Jax. She attacks her with a flying attack on the barricade. On Nia Jax. So they continue to fight and they have a little brawl. So moving on from that, Kathy Kelly asked Grayson Waller, who is also with Austin Theory, about facing Cody Rhodes. He said that Cody Rhodes disrespected him and his boy at Elimination Chamber in his home, and now Waller would disrespect Cody Rhodes in his home. So, Ole Anderson, he passed away. That's sad. He was 81. So, we send our thoughts and prayers and our condolences to the Anderson family. Moving on, Becky Lynch is talking to Adam Pearce. Becky Lynch says she can't let it go. Nia Jax has to be stopped. She wants a match against Nia Jax next week. And then Liv Morgan angrily walks up to Becky Lynch and says she cost her match and everything is about Becky Lynch. And then Liv Morgan storms off. So this might be a sign of Liv Morgan turning heel, which is fine, but it's not really going to matter. Again, Liv Morgan's in the Triple H world. She's not going to get pushed at all. She has to understand that too. So, I don't know. I don't know. Again, Liv Morgan should have been Rhea Ripley's opponent at the Elimination Chamber. That's what should have happened. Moving on. So, Jackie Redmond's backstage with main event Jey Uso. Jay said that Jay says that things have been falling short of completing his mission. It could be his past enemies or his own family members keeping him back. So then Drew McIntyre walks up to him. McIntyre says that he knows that Jay is having a tough time. McIntyre wants Jay to know that he deserves what's happening to him right now. And then they have a little brawl, and then they're separated. So then this leads us to the main event. Cody Rhodes defeated Grayson Waller via a Cody Cutter into the Crossroads for the 1, 2, 3. And then this match ended at like 10:55. No, 10:50. Like 10:50. So in comes Paul Heyman. And I'm like, oh shit. So Cody, he goes ringside. He grabs a steel chair. Paul Heyman tries to do his original stick. Cody Rhodes is not for it. He's saying, if this is the Bloodline setup, let's just go ahead and get it over with. Paul Heyman understands how embarrassing it must be to be Will Smith in front of everyone, but Cody Rhodes needs to take The Rock's name out of his mouth, along with Roman Reigns. Paul Heyman says you just don't get a match with The Rock. They can forgive Cody, but The Rock won't. Heyman begs for Cody with a cherry on top to withdraw the challenge. To withdraw this challenge from The Rock or else. So Cody Rhodes sits down in the chair. And so he gets on the mic and says he hasn't trash talked him or in the media. The reason is because he was a fan of The Rock. So Cody Rhodes said that he's done being nice. If this is the Bloodline setup, let's just go ahead and get it over with. Let's just go ahead and go. So Paul Heyman brings in the NYPD. And then Cody beats down the officers with steel chairs. He hits the crossroads of one of the guys and everything else. And Cody stands tall. And then Cody gets on the mic and says that he is... he says that he's not... he says the Bloodline's not hunting him. He's hunting the Bloodline. So that's great. And that's how we end the show. So I thought this was really, really good. This is great. I'm pretty sure Cody will be on SmackDown. So this is great. I love this. This is really, really, really good. It's interesting to see where this goes. This will probably lead to a tag match. Night 1 of WrestleMania. Like I said before, Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes versus The Rock and Roman. I know people still don't want to believe that, but that's probably how it's going to happen. What did you guys think of Monday Night Raw? I thought it was pretty okay for the most part. What did you guys think? Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.